Again, day 0 of 30, starting all over again because I failed to keep up the momentum for the first 2 videos. So again, back to day 0. I can't complain. This is what I have to look forward to every single day. You get to wake up, you get to exercise with my dogs. I brought one out here today because the other one was acting a bit crazy. So he's with his mom. I got nothing to complain about. I'm in a good space. I'm about to be a dad, which is fucking crazy because I didn't see myself having a kid till at least 40. But this happened. It is what it is. I'm gonna do my best to try to set myself up, not just for me personally, for the dreams and goals that I want to achieve, but mostly for this kid, because when I talk to my child, I should say our child, when I talk to him or her, I want to be able to come from a place of 100% conviction. And what do I mean by that? I mean, everything that I'm telling this kid is not gonna be some fucking bullshit, cliched advice that I heard somewhere, and because that person was famous or successful, or they achieved things that I thought were impossible or that I found inspiring, so I take their advice and then pass it on to my kid as if it's my own. It's not. It's inspiring, but that's not me. And I want to be able to share what I share to come from me and no one else. Other people have helped me on this journey, sure, because I wasn't in the best headspace years ago. Failed out of college, suicidal, hating my life. But now I'm good. I'm working towards the things that I want to create in this world, and I want to be able to tell this kid, hey, if I can come from all that bullshit, so can you. And if anything, I can give you from my heart the stuff that I wish I would have known when I was 20, when I was 10, when I was 15, when I was 18. The lessons that I am sharing with you, because I don't want you to go through the hardship that I had to go through, because it was unnecessary. There's no reason for me to have to go through all that bullshit. But it was necessary for me because I'm a fucking hard learner. It takes me a while to get things and put them in a place and move forward. So for me, that was necessary. But I'm telling you, for you, looking back on it now, you don't have to go through that. I want to set you up so my ceiling is your starting floor. That's where you're going to begin at. But I want to do it not through some cliche advice, not through some bullshit someone else told you, not through some shit that fucking sounds good. So I'm just going to repeat it to you as it's just some fucking advice. Because honestly, most of us know exactly what we have to do in our lives to be successful. And I don't mean just financially. I don't mean physical health. I don't mean mental health. I mean general, just loving the life that you have, loving where you're at, loving the fucking moment that you're in right now. Because if you can't do that, there's no way you're gonna find other moments where you can find peace and happiness. It's impossible. You're not appreciating where you're starting from. If you can't appreciate where you're starting from, how the fuck are you ever gonna see the opportunities that are before you? If where you're at is where you need to be at to get to the next step, to get to the next paradigm, to the next whatever it is that you want to call it, it's impossible. Because your starting line, you hate it. You're shooting yourself in the foot before you even start the race. So I'm bringing life into this world, and I think that's one of the biggest responsibilities that a human being can ever take. To wholeheartedly give yourself to this little fucking useless. I don't want to say useless. I say useless, but I don't really mean it that way. I mean it as a term of endearment. It's useless because it can't really do anything. It's offenseless, but it can learn. And to give it love. That's it. To give it that love and support, so that way this kid grows up and doesn't have to struggle through the same shit I did. My parents did the same thing for me. Growing up, I didn't appreciate it. I didn't notice it until I had to go through some of those struggles, and then I go, oh, fuck. Y'all are tough as shit. The fact that my mom, my dad, both immigrants, didn't speak any English, came to a country at 30-something years old, met 1 year later having a kid, having no car. My dad had no fucking job. My mom was working minimum wage, and yet now she has a house that's worth a lot more than what she put in. She has 4 kids, which if you ask her, were each her favorite. And she went through all that without any mentors, just through grit, faith, and the support of the family that she had, her sisters. And she fucking made it. She made it. She lived what most immigrants call the American dream. I mean, I say she lived, but she's still alive. Thank God, because I can't wait for her to meet our grandkid, or her grandkid, my child. It still sounds weird. I can't believe I'm having a kid. Basically, it's day 0 out of 30. I got this challenge from Stephen Covey, the 7 habits of highly successful people. But I kind of modified it because I was listening to a Tim Ferriss podcast with, the dude's name was Shane. He's a YouTuber, and he talks about just doing a simple vlog, 30 days, posting it. And I'm doing this just because I want to see how far I can take this. I want to see the challenges that have brought me here, and I also want to see the challenges that my family has gone through, that they survived to make it here. The fact that I'm going to bring a kid into this world, and the family that I have, who I'll be honest, I didn't really appreciate growing up. I didn't have the mindset to be able to step back and appreciate the things that they've done for me, how my sisters have been there, my mom has been there, my dad has been there, through all the bullshit that I've put them through. And to come from all that, to hate my life, to hate everything that I thought I was, to now this, where I love where I'm at. I love what I'm working towards to. I love that I have the opportunity to fucking bust my ass off, get up in the fucking morning, not go to bed till like midnight, 1, 2, working on homework, writing poetry, doing the things that I need to do to create the books and the stories that I want to create, that I want to share with this kid. I think one of the coolest things that I think that I'm able to create is stories about me, my family, my loved ones, the people that I find special in my life, my dad, my mom, my sisters, and translate them to something that I can share to our child. Something to share. That's the beautiful thing about it. And I'm gonna be a dad, man. That's fucking weird. I'm too young to be a dad. 32. Again, I didn't think I was gonna do it until 40, and here I am, about to do it. Kid's supposed to be born out in July. And I just think about everything that I've been through just to get here, to get to this moment where I'm at, out in these woods. I'm out here with my boy Finn. I don't know if y'all can see him. Finn. He helped me. Thank you, Caesar Milan, for your advice. I took it. I applied it. Not just the dog thing, but everything else that you talked about. And then here I am doing an off-the-leash hike in the woods. Still got work to do, but that's on me. But the fact that we can just do this, come from the hood. This is a hood dog right here. He's used to barking at everything. Now he's out here just watching me do this video, hanging out with me out in the woods, looking all majestic and shit. My little beautiful little black boy. And he is gonna be there for the birth of my child. Crazy. I can already see them cuddling together. I know Finn's super sweet. He's very protective too, very loyal. I'm sure he's gonna be a great asset to our small family. My girl wants to have a lot of kids. but we also have our own struggles that we got to work through. A lot of shit we got to work through. But we're working through it. We can only do the best that we can do. I'm trying to do the best that I can do. I'm trying to be as patient and gentle as I possibly can. Day 0, yo. Here's to another 29 more. That's all I got to say. See you later, my friend.